Testing, testing. Just getting kicked off here. It is season 32, week 16. You got your host, Dr. Ice Punch, here. It's Friday, January 10th, 2020, here mid-afternoon ish. You got Run and Gun in the channel. Eagles in the house. I'm representing the Jets, blah, 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 blah. I'm supposed to be having Breakfast 1990, our Dallas owner, in here as a co-host for today's show. We'll see what's up. I've been talking most of the morning. Where is my fucking franchise here? This is bullshit. Asked me to load a franchise. This is ridiculous. This game is shot. Trying to get in here. I'll log my ass in. We're waiting on Max anyways, it's all good. And bullshit. I got Dr. Ice Punch here in the booth. And you can join the live broadcast as well if you just go tap the stream chat call-in button on our Discord. You can shoot the shit with me here today, Dr. Ice Punch. We're going to cover whatever the hell we can. Week 15, Week 16. There's guys on the edge trying to make the playoffs. A lot of storylines out there. We got some big games last night, possibly today, tomorrow. Week 17 setting up to be pretty good. What am I doing here? Let me see if I can start this over again. This is fucking total trash. I'm gonna try to restart Madden real quick. This ain't reading shit for my credentials. I mean, we got Minnesota, Detroit last night. Today we've got Eagles versus Green Bay is a huge game for the Pack. They're trying to get in. I don't know when that's going to go down, but we got to figure that out. We had Cleveland squeaking by. We had KC winning this week. The Panthers win. The Saints beat the Dolphins. Opens up the door for myself. It's just the way, again, the recent Week 16 stuff here. This loads my crap. Green Bay, Philly, I haven't heard from, let's say, Boogie Running Gun is in the chat. I'm not going to lie, Running Gun, no offense, but I got Green Bay here. They're in my picks this week on Discord. I got Green Bay. The defense over there is pretty decent. Not to say Philly can't win. Green Bay's been loose with the football, but, man, I know Philly's been beaten down a little bit. Hopefully they're up for the game. And, I mean, Green Bay has so much to play for. I mean, they could potentially get in the playoffs, so you'd imagine that they'd be really hungry for that game. Yeah, I would love to get up a bunch of polls and stuff like that. Why is this not letting me log into DevNation Live? Go figure. Do we have maintenance? There we are. We're in. Here's our franchise, kids. We need to see the schedule. We need to just put up news here while I get going. Again, I'm trying to get Max in here, and then we'll plot away. Here's the recent stuff from Week 16. Had some upsets. Falcons trying to play their way in. Chargers beat the Skins last night. That's a big game. Niners are done, I think. The Cold Steel Club, they're all fucked up. Eagles there spotlighted 66-10. That's not great, but we've seen a lot of teams get totally muffed by the Cowboys, so it is what it is there. Here's the league schedule for Week 16. The scores. I'll probably rewind. I'll go back 1 week here and cover this really quickly before we get into Week 16 and what's at stake for everybody. Again, letting some people settle into chat before I get going. Usually takes a minute here. There is ways to put up polls in this league. Not terribly hard to do. Alright. Max, where the fuck are you? Let's fucking go here, dude. What up, Frito? Frito, what the hell are you doing with your life? There we go. Body XA is our Baltimore owner up in the north, trying to squeak into the playoffs, and he needs the Broncos to lose once, maybe twice here, because he actually beat Denver, so he does own that tiebreak. Would be something else, but I think the Broncos are getting a sim win. No shocker there versus the Titans this week. Lights on. There we go. Heads up. Dr. Ice Punch here in HD. See that? My wife is having a hard time with our kid. Then we're gonna have Run and Gun join the chat. We'll see what's going on. We're gonna try to make this a little more communal. So if you want to shoot the shit here, go right ahead. You will be heard live on stream. You can talk to me in real time on Discord. So we got Philly, we got Baltimore in here. I'm just double checking I'm gonna check some records as they. We got Tampa Bay up in stream. I got a new little widget here in the stream. It's the Dev Nation Live Radio Juice. Where is it? Over there, up on the top. It's going to change throughout the broadcast as we're covering topics, and hopefully give us a little more organizational flow here in the show. Try to make this a little more like a real broadcast. It's just the widget is new, so we're gonna see how it goes. See if we can again give you somewhat of an idea of what the hell we're fucking talking about here on stream. Maybe even let's see what else we can get in here. Where the fuck is KG Fan? Again, if you join it, hopefully should show you up here on the booth widget as well. See if we can see what's good. Again, season 32, week 16. We're getting to the playoffs. There's the push here. You can see all the games from week 16. I was perfect. I should get my picks up on here too. I picked everybody I think to win this week. I was unbelievable from a standpoint. Got the wife here texting me. She's fucking having it. He's having a go at this. All right. So what we had here, actually, we got to check the records. I will just want to see for 2 seconds. Madden standings are totally trash. They don't sort anybody by shit. There we go. So these are playoff clinchers. Up in the AFC, Jets, Dolphins, and Colts are already good to go. Why means you've won your division. The Broncos are 9-5. If they go to 10-5, okay. So the Ravens, if the Ravens win back-to-back weeks here, they can get in it with a Bronco loss in week 17. That's huge. It's huge. Huge news. Okay. All right. Let's see what we can do here. I'll see if I can sum up some of the ramifications here of week 15. Giants versus Redskins. There's nothing here. Skins just playing for pride, and it's a total beatdown here. Skins go totally nuts in this game. I have no idea what the Giants are doing with the 300 yards rushing. Welcome to the fucking show.
Wow, you're terrible.
Yeah, there we go. KG Fan 3. AJ, I don't know if you're watching the show, but there's my best crack at a juice widget. Talk about topics. And then there's also a Discord widget there that shows who the hell's in. It's just the little icons, but it's better than nothing anyway. You can see there's the server, there's you, there's me.
And then, yeah, I always see it.
Yeah. And then here's our topics widget, and it's gonna say AG Fans stream. And we can make it more prominent, blah 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 blah. But that's just, there we go. That's what I got. I could draw an arrow over it or make it bigger or highlight it or something like that, but maybe I can make the font bigger for that too. I could bump the font up a little bit.
I'll be honest, I'm not sure people. I think people just want to know what's going on.
Right. I just didn't know if it should be.
I don't know. Probably get rid of the TV.
The TV? What TV?
Right next to your face.
Yes. No, the TV's got to go. We're gonna have a new giveaway this month. I'm gonna give away like a $50 gift card from Amazon. Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, no time. This is about all I got.
Yeah, maybe drop the whatever. I don't know. It just
yeah, no, the
TV is just big
this
next
whole
to your
section
eye.
over here I'm sitting in is gonna be updated with the newest shit. I don't know if you're watching. Yeah, you don't even need to watch. You can talk you through it. Where the fuck? I talked to Max today for literally like 3 hours.
You already did? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I've been talking to Max like the entire fucking morning. I wish I could just punch in his cell phone bill here. Skins run it for 300 and throw it for 260. That's unforgivable. It's almost 600 yards of offense. This is week 15. Quickly going through, the Packers beat the Bengals here. I think in overtime, this is a huge win for Ace Billy Boogie.
Yeah.
This is enormous because now Detroit has lost and they do have a shot at getting in. They need to win week 16 and week 17 in order for that to happen. But again, a huge game here. They end up winning this game in OT, scoring 6 versus the Bengals. If they would have lost this, devastating. Both guys are sloppy as fuck. Green Bay wins this game in overtime with 5 turnovers. That's not easy to do. So let me see if we can keep this going with the topics. Although something we're covering, we actually need like what I need to do is I need to have Max in here, and we need to say, hey man, do you think like Green Bay is going to get in the playoffs? But you know what? We'll just do the recap, then we'll do the what ifs next week. Buffalo versus
You need another perspective first right now. Yeah, but at the same time, since you've got a fan that doesn't quite know the inner workings of what's going on, I would say just keep going with your the playoff race for the most part.
I think we should. I think I'll just run through this week, and then we'll do the questions next week. Jets Baltimore beats Buffalo here. That's how they get themselves in position to potentially make the playoffs. Jets beat Houston. There's I keep winning to maybe get myself a 1 seed or a 5 seed. I think is the worst I can be. Tennessee versus Jacksonville. This is a nothing game. New Orleans beats Atlanta, and this I think maybe it eliminates Atlanta, and maybe the New Orleans Saints can get in the playoffs. I'm not sure. It's a long shot. Detroit versus Cleveland. This is again Detroit fucking themselves up. They can miss the playoffs now by losing to this, and Cleveland can actually be the 2 seed in the AFC if Indy were to lose enough games. And they do have the Jets in Arizona to finish the year off. So big game here for San Francisco. They're trying to make the playoffs. I think they can still get in, maybe, but this loss Indy is a mega devastating loss. They now need to win this week. Arizona, Seattle, they win. It's no surprise there. Minnesota, Pitt. Minnesota needed to win. Good for them. Denver beats Oakland. This is a huge win for the Broncos. Give them a shot at getting in. And then Chicago beats the Rams. Who cares? Tampa Bay destroys the Carolina Panthers here in a regular season game. These guys could meet in the playoffs again. I would expect a similar result. KC beats the Chargers here. Massive game here. And the Chargers... KC wins this game by literally only throwing the ball like 8 times, and Patrick Mahomes has a 158.3 passer rating, and they win this game on like a bomb of all bombs. I pulled the clip up, but we're in over our head here. No turnovers for either team in just an look at the Chargers in this game. Had 351 yards passing, 188 yards rushing, and they lost. After this point, the Chargers were in a...
How many turnovers because your head's in the way?
No turnovers for each team. Try to highlight that.
Wow.
No turnovers for anybody. This is all offense. At one point, we thought maybe KC wasn't going to make the playoffs.
7 third-down conversions.
We thought KC might not make the playoffs. They've been to back-to-back Super Bowls. And now the Chargers were on a 6-game win streak. We thought they might be able to get it done here. Nothing makes sense up there. The Chargers have swept the Broncos. The Broncos have swept the Chiefs. But now the Chargers have their back against the wall. They have a huge Week 16. We'll get to that. But this was a monster game. Total yards gained 700 for the Chiefs. How's that possible? 241 yards in kickoff return yardage. And the Chargers have 0. I think KC actually even had a kickoff return in this game. Well, let me put this topic to this. We're doing the quick recap here of Week 15. What's literally going on to where we are right now. Miami beats New England. Okay, that was not what I was expected. And then Cowboys destroy the Eagles. Run and gun. Where are you? Let's hear it, man. What's it like to play Max twice a year? I know what it's like. It's not good.
Not good at all.
Okay, so that
feels like every single time you're about to get your ass kicked. At any single time. At any single time.
What, by Dallas?
No matter how good you're playing. Yeah, when you're playing them, it's just...
He just text, it's fucked. Dallas with 350 yards rushing, 250 yards passing. Turned it over twice, and Eagles only turned over 4 times, but these rushing numbers for the Cowboys. This averaging 16 yards a carry. I'm not gonna lie, there's a good part of me that wants to go to the Super Bowl. Welcome to the fucking show. Who's just joined us up? Oh, it's finally Max.
Hey, sorry, just family emergency.
Family emergency. Kid took a shit. It happens.
What's up?
Yo, nothing. I was just... I actually got you on screen here, and I was just looking at your Week 15 game. The Eagles, and I'm trying to have a little more flow here on the stream, so I'm just quickly recapping the Week 15, and then I was going to get into Week 16, so then we can start talking about the topics. And I got a little topic widget. You can't see it, Max, unless you're watching the stream, but I'm trying to make this a little more organized so people know what the fuck is going on. Because I know I certainly
Do you have
don't.
any viewers, or is it just me, you, and how's his name again?
KG fan is in. There's 3 of us announcing. It's AJ.
Right, what's it? No, but what's his first name again? I forgot what his first name is.
AJ.
It's okay.
Oh, AJ, right,
Yeah.
right. So, AJ, you just haven't been around so long, I just forgot what your name is.
Dude, it's okay. I ain't... It's still funny.
But hey, AJ, man, but I know Marty's been telling you Dallas been fucking lighting it up.
Oh, I've been watching. I still watch.
Oh, so you just see me armbar everyone to death, right?
Oh yeah, it's not. It's a steamroll. Basically,
Oh, I put everyone in the grave with that fucking button.
In the grave, he says. So Max, we're basically
people
done
want
with the quick week 15 recap, and now I was
Week
gonna.
15 was real interesting.
There definitely was a lot going on there. So
And week 16 already started off interesting too.
yeah, and so that's what I wanted to get to. So I got the list of games right now, and I can scroll through them, and we can predict because again, there's still
Who does the Packers play? What is his next game week 16?
the Packers play the Eagles. It's scheduled for today, and we do have Run and Gun in on text chat. So, you know, we do want to talk about that game right now. You want to do Eagles Packers this week?
We can totally talk about that game right now.
How about here's a topic: Can Green Bay? Do you think Green Bay makes the playoffs?
Can you look up what his week 17 game is for me, Marty?
Yeah, absolutely, dude. It's right in the dip. If you're in there, and you can just scroll down. It has the schedule here in the NFC. Green Bay has the Eagles, and then he has to play Baltimore. And by the way, Frito is in chat in and out.
Wow. So Frito's red hot. He's red hot right now. That will be really interesting. I think the Packers will beat the Eagles this week. Because I think Run and Gun is just he's new to DevNet. I don't know what his background is on as far as how long he's been playing Madden for. This car's about to get the goddamn horn.
I got the topic up on screen right now. Do you think Green Bay makes a playoffs? Let's hear it. They got Philly and they got Baltimore.
Well, we're all saying we all agree that the Niners are losing out, right?
The Niners are out because they're not going to beat Tampa Bay.
Right. So, listen, I don't think Ace Boogie really has that great of an offense, but he is not a bad user on defense. He happens to lurk a lot of people.
Yep.
I have to give him that respect. I've watched enough games to see that he could play defense. His CPU players are not that bad. And
he has some weapons.
He has weapons, and at times he could run the ball very effectively. And
Yep.
I can totally see I see the Packers making the playoffs.
And here's one more.
I think they can win. I think they can win out and make the playoffs. I think that's what's going to happen.
Here's one more thing to consider. The Lions have this are in there for like the last remaining spot. They have the Seahawks the last game.
Yeah, but the Lions are going to
may have just lost some Max. Max, you still with us?
No, man, no, dude. My wife just called. My wife just called me, and I had to text her like, "Yeah, I'll call you back."
All right, you're back. You're good. You're good.
So I was saying, so Tom plays the Seahawks the last game of the season. That must be the one that he was talking about, where his schedule gets real easy. He must have just been talking about the Week 17 game. But who knows? What if the Seahawks fucking upset him? Who knows? That guy's on a fucking like 6-game losing streak. So I don't even think you could take Detroit seriously at this point. But if all the Packers have to do is win out and they're the 6th seed, that's the bottom line. That's the storyline right here. All they have to do is win and they're in.
Here's the thing though, like, do they even have to win out? Couldn't they just like? Could they?
I think Tom owns the tiebreaker over them. I think.
So assuming Detroit wins the next week, say they finish 8-8. Say Green Bay wins this week and they lose next week, what happens?
What is their?
Looking it up right now. Let me see who's got the tiebreaker.
We gotta look. Who's got the tiebreaker? Division. We need to know what their head-to-head was. The division, and the conference. We need to just know it all.
Packers are at 4-2, and Lions are 3-3.
So he's got the division record. So what's their head-to-head? Or did they split 1-1 this year?
I'm looking
Like
it up right now.
Like Tommy
Yeah.
beat Little Glitchin, but then lost to Ace Boogie when he took him over, right? Is that what happened?
Hey, you know what? I got. Listen, let's do it. You know what? I forget that I'm controlling this damn thing. I'm gonna go. Here's a Lions schedule right now, and we got them. They lost to the Packers. So at a minimum, they split. They split. Yeah.
And
so
then
Green,
they split.
Green Bay owns the tiebreaker. So all Green Bay has to
Green
do is
Bay-
win. All Green Bay has to do is win one of the
What's-
last two games.
Wait. Did they split 1-1?
Yes.
They split 1-1.
Yep.
What's the conference record?
Doesn't matter. They have a better divisional record. They own the tiebreaker. Green Bay owns the tiebreaker over.
All right. So all Green Bay has to do now, literally, is just. Oh wait.
They have to win one game.
Green Bay can even. They just gotta win one game and they're in.
Yes, there you
Yep.
go. That's what we've got. We've concluded. So I'm going Green Bay gets in the playoffs.
Yeah, Green Bay can't lose out. Ladies and gentlemen, for those who are listening, that he is trying to find a server right now. It's not his fault.
Yeah.
I like that singing though. It's pretty cool.
Trying to get Jake Air Max's connection a little bit better here. We're having a hard time hearing him.
That's what happens when you're working hard.
Sadler, I'm in the fucking boondocks right now.
You're in the fucking boondocks.
Yeah. Just when I get through this little patch, I'll be good again.
Well, I was gonna say you're doing pretty good right there, but then all of a sudden,
Let me get through the patch and we'll be fine.
You're back. You're good. You're good. Okay, so we basically, you and I, AJ, you can weigh in too. I think Green Bay.
I'm trying to
makes the
look-
playoffs.
I
trying to
think
look-
Green Bay's
look-
in, man. I like Green Bay as the 6th seed, 100%.
There we go.
I agree that the statistics are there. They're just too. Knowing
Green,
what I
Green
what
Bay
I
could
know.
do some damage in the playoffs. I mean, again, they have a
Green
good
Bay
defense.
Green Bay can win their wild card game. Hot take: Green Bay can win the wild card game.
Would they play? You think
They're
that?
playing Sadler. They played Sadler. That would be
No.
the matchup. The first.
Oh, they would play Al.
They would play Al. Oh, fuck
Oh.
that. They ain't beating Al, bro. He ain't beating Al.
Yeah. Yeah. So Green Bay gets in the playoffs, but then they got to play Al. So
Oh, God. Wait. But who does Shusky play week 17?
look, he plays the Colts. He plays that tough matchup for the Colts, man.
If he loses that game, who owns the tiebreak?
With Al and him.
Yeah. Cause I'm oh wait, oh fuck that. I'm beating Al week 17. Fuck him.
Damn, Philly ain't getting no
Damn,
love.
so let's just assume that Boogie is playing Al.
Atlanta's technically on the
Damn,
bubble.
So
Max
At least
was
it's according to Daddy Leagues. I don't know if I believe it.
Atlanta's definitely out of the playoffs. Everyone is out of the playoffs. I think Boogie's gonna pull away with it.
yo.
He's not losing.
Can you
He's not gonna lose
imagine
the
how?
game.
Can we just talk about? Let's go on to another topic for 2 seconds.
It's gonna be a weird 6 seed. I'm
I
gonna
got
tell
this
you right
one.
now.
All right, let me post it up here. Max, AJ, what do you feel about Detroit? Can you explain Detroit's season? What's the take?
Oh, I
on-
can.
How are you feeling after the Detroit Lions right now with everything going on?
I feel
hit it
normal.
First, AJ.
I feel normal. Like
You're
I,
used to this.
yeah.
Max, how do
It's
you
just-
feel?
Oh, okay.
So am I putting myself in? Am I putting myself in Tom's shoes right now?
Yeah.
If I'm putting myself in Tom's shoes right now, based off of getting Detroit as your selected team in the team draft, I would try to finish the season 8-8 and be happy with my team going into next season. Because Tom if you look at Tom's roster, he with the draft picks that he's gotten with his 2 first-rounders, the season 1 and season 2, getting Kerryon Johnson to superstar with armbar, like getting Kenny Galladay to superstar, what he's been able to do in Detroit and build as far as roster goes, I'd be happy with the team I got. Now, as far as gameplay, I'd be trying to figure out what the fuck I'm doing wrong and why I suck.
Throwing a lot of interceptions.
All right, well, let me give you. So we got Max.
Well, not just throwing a lot of interceptions. He relies way too much on the ground. Like, don't get me wrong. I do too. I rely a lot on the ground too with Zeke, but I feel this is the most comfortable I've ever felt throwing the ball in Madden in the last 4 years.
Okay, so
like I feel like my passing game this is the best it's been at ever.
Let me weigh in, then we'll come back to more details from Max. If I'm Detroit this season, I actually have a totally opposite. If I was Tom and I'm a normal person, I'm actually thinking that this might have been my last shot to make the playoffs.
You're saying he's a normal person?
No, I'm saying that I am literally. I don't think Detroit makes the playoffs this Madden. They're done. This was their last chance.
Oh yeah.
Well, Max is saying that he feels good about going to next season, and I completely disagree with that because Sadler's playing decent. Sadler's playing good. Let me keep going. Sadler's playing decent. He's won the division 2 years in a row, and now Ace Billy is back. And Ace Billy's going to keep building.
No, he didn't. No, Marty, he didn't. Sadler did not win the division season 1, so that's not real.
I said last year he won the division.
Oh, it sounded like you said 2 years in a row.
He did win it 2 years in a row. He won it last year and then this year. 2 years.
Right. Okay, you're counting this year. Got it. So yeah, he did.
Yeah,
but it's fair. But it's fair to say. But when Tom didn't beat Ace yet. Tom's beat Sadler already. Well, actually, no. Sadler kind of owns him. No, I guess so. Yeah, I feel what you're. I'd be happy with the roster I have, but like I said, as far as gameplay, Tom sucks, man.
Listen, in my opinion, Ace Billy and Al coming back into the league is total destruction for the Lions. I don't think you're going to see them again. You're going to see. Listen,
not even that.
You got Dallas.
Dude, Atlanta's gonna. I'm telling you right now, Marty. Atlanta's gonna be back next year.
Right, and so you got.
This was a tank year for him.
That
was a tank year for him this year.
Listen, so this is what I'm saying about Detroit. You got Dallas. You got Washington, who's been to the conference title game. You got Tampa Bay. You got Carolina, Atlanta. You got Vikings and Packers. How are the Lions going to make the playoffs this Madden cycle? That's over for them. They blew it. It's over.
So this was their
Mark it down
year.
right now. Dr. Ice Punch says the Lions are finished. There's my take, baby.
How many more seasons do you think you got?
3, but Detroit ain't gonna.
Yeah, so that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a decent.
AJ, we're definitely gonna get 3 more solid seasons because everyone is locked in right now in the Madden.
Well, I'm saying
our
then
league is locked in for sure.
that's a Then that's a decent. That's a bold prediction. 3 seasons, he can't pull it off.
Absolutely no chance, baby.
I mean, Marty. But what if Sadler takes off season 6? What if Ace Boogie? I mean, what if he?
Max, there's a good. You could have 2 guys coming out of the East with you in Washington, and then you got 3 guys who can make the playoffs in the South.
I personally think you're going to see Sean back in the playoffs next season.
Okay, and so you got 3 teams that make it from the South. You are not going to have 2 teams get.
You might. Honestly, you might have fucking. Dude, honestly, Sean might. If Sean doesn't make it, you might have 3 NFC South teams in the playoffs next season. You might have Atlanta. You might have the Saints. You might have Carolina. And dude, that division is fucking stacked.
Yeah, and so that's my point. Is that I see no way possible that Detroit makes the playoffs the rest of this Madden cycle.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Boom.
I mean, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I agree with you.
That was a topic.
I agree with that.
Listen, that was the question at hand. Let's go back to where we're at. We got through what? 1 game here. We got through Detroit, Minnesota. Do we have to talk about Minnesota at all? I mean, Sad's going to do his thing in the playoffs. I mean, we can keep going here.
No, we could talk a little bit about Sads if you want.
What's the topic?
I mean,
what's the topic? What's the question? The Sads win a playoff game.
The
Is the-
Sads win a playoff game. That is Sads. If the Sads win a playoff game, is Sads worse than what his record is?
Let's just do-
What is Sadler's? What is his big wins?
I got those. I definitely have that information here. Power rankings. He's not even in the power rankings. Sadler has no real big wins besides like Detroit. You know, he doesn't beat anybody.
But that's so. Let's talk about this topic. Does Minnesota win a playoff game?
That's the topic I got posted. What do we think here, viewers in chat? Do you want me to go first on this one? Does first off we have to figure out who they're going to play most likely. Who is Minnesota going to play? I'm going to go over to Daddy Leagues real quick. Because we think Tampa Bay is going to play Green Bay. So Sadler is going to be the... So he'll be the
We do have a
fourth
question.
seed.
How do you feel about
So
Philly the rest of the
no,
night
he's
cycle?
basically playing Carolina. It's already set in stone. Do you think that the Vikings could beat Carolina? That's the question, I guess.
No.
I mean, not. How about this one? Not. Are you picking them to like lose, or do you not think they literally? You don't think they can beat Carolina under any circumstances?
I don't think they can beat Carolina under any circumstances. Actually, I don't know, man. Dude, if you just honestly, something in this year's Madden, which is big, is having elite pass rush and elite DNs. And one team is Daniil Hunter and Bradley Chubb. And if those guys are playing Madden on a good day, those guys can literally just win the game for Sadler. Like his CPU can win him a game. Just having those two.
Oh no!
Did I cut out?
A little bit, but even worse. Welcome to the show. Announce yourself, baby.
Marty?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh.
We got somebody else here too.
What's up, baby?
Casey has a.
That Alvin?
Yes, sir.
That Alvin?
Yeah. Alvin in chat. What's up, baby?
I just talked to Donald Trump, baby. Said he gonna take me out child support if I go fight, baby.
Oh.
Yeah, baby.
Blick up.
Look at.
Told him sign me up front line, baby.
You said front line. Jeez, Alvin.
Yeah, front line, baby, with no gun, baby.
No gun.
Knives only.
Yeah, baby.
Oh no.
Nah, what up, y'all?
What up, man? We're doing our topics today, baby. We're trying to revamp radio here, bring it back, make this a little more easy to follow. I got everybody. You can see who's in the booth. We got a nice little show going here. We were just talking. Do you think that the Vikings could beat the Carolina Panthers? That was a question. Max says he was.
The who?
Do you think?
Viking?
Yeah. Sadler versus Trevor.
What they got? They got to play next game?
Wow, that's the most like that's who they're going to be playing each other in the playoffs. It's going to be the 4 versus 5.
Yeah, we're assuming they're going to be the playoff, the wild card matchup.
Yeah,
I think Trevor beats him. He should. If Trevor should beat him, but I don't know. Trevor ain't been the same in a while.
I would say I think that Carolina wins that game just based on the tier 1 status, but I will make a case for Sadler that the Panthers do have that good run defense with Kuechly in there, but their ends, their X factor, they're not great at block shed. So if I was Sadler and if he just keeps the ball out of the air and doesn't hold on to it too long, I would run right at Carolina and make them stop me versus the run. I don't think that that Carolina does play a lot of max protect, and I would go right at that line because it's a pass rushing line. I would try to run the ball. So I think it's possible. We got somebody else joining in. Run and gun is arrived. Billy in the house. I think that it's possible that the Vikings could win. They do have some weapons. They play some D, but I definitely do. I would think more often than not that Carolina wins that game. You never know with Madden though. You get a lucky touchdown here and there, and it can change the complex.
Yeah, that's true.
So, like I said,
Let the Chiefs, baby. Chiefs get in at 16, baby. Chiefs get in.
welcome
If you
Carolina
get
to the
one-
stream. Verbal 718 is our Carolina owner. He's just he's arriving here in Dev Nation Live Radio here. Week 16, season 32. We're plotting along here. Dr. Ice Punch here in the booth with our KC owner, AG Fan 3, Run and Gun, our Philly owner, Trivis 1990, our Dallas owner. Missing anybody? All right. So we got that covered. Let's keep moving here. New Orleans versus Miami this week. Max, what do we got for a topic here? Perry beating your brother may be losing out on the 1 seed. Blah 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 blah. What's the topic here? Does Miami still get a 1 seed? We may have lost Max. I don't know.
Well, who's in the 1 seed right now?
I'm in the 1 seed right now with Miami losing, but I have to play Indy and Carolina.
Ooh.
You back, Max?
He got glitched.
He did. He got glitched. He's on fucking Bumblefuck. Go figure too.
Hey, Marty, I give you a hey. Don't you dare get the 1 seed, because you're gonna see me sacking around in there. You know you get him bucked.
Listen, I absolutely would love to play. I want to play everybody, man. It's gonna be a good playoffs regardless of what seed I'm in.
I got you. Alvin. I got you losing to Omar.
Whoa.
Okay, hold on. Before we go on, we get off topic. What do we have from this New Orleans loss versus Miami? Max, is there a topic here? What do you got? Do you care about this loss at all? Do we have something to? What's the story here?
All right. So the story about the Miami losing.
What's the question we're asking?
Is Miami gonna get bounced again in the playoffs?
Yeah, I like that. That's a good.
That's the question. That's the real question.
And to summarize that up, does Miami get to the Super Bowl? Right? I mean, does Miami get to the Super Bowl?
I would let's forget the Super Bowl part. Can Miami make it to an AFC championship?
Nah, man, it's Super Bowl or bust one. Let's do it. Does Miami?
Oh well, wait.
Thanks for the follow.
He did get to the AFC championship. Didn't you beat him last year, Alvin? In it, last season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Busted.
So can Miami get to a Super Bowl? Okay.
That's the question. They just lost to New Orleans. They got 3 losses on the year. We've seen certain things about their game be a little bit off. I'm not going to go into all of it because I got to keep some nuggets to myself.
Yeah. Can't be talking too detailed about people's gameplays and stuff, especially when it's the competition. But
You guys can talk. I'm gonna, I'll give my opinion, but I can't give away all my secrets here.
Alvin, what do you think? I think Jake's gonna tighten up, but Jake does still have Miami. You guys have rosters that can beat his roster. So does Miami make it to the Super Bowl?
Nope.
What did Alvin's go first? What do we got?
Hell no, he ain't making it. That's gonna be the Chiefs, baby. I've been playing trash all season just because I ain't been focused. But now playoffs coming around, I'm gonna tell you now, Marty don't got a chance. Max said I'm get put out by fucking Denver. Okay, I let him win 2 games because I ain't give a shit. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see Dallas versus Kansas City. We'll see Dallas, Kansas City round 3.
Alvin's gonna huck it, chuck it, football on Omar. Omar's gonna be crying the whole time. It's not fair. Tyreek Hill, it's not fair.
Nah, I got that. I got me a new game plan, baby.
Well, I hope it's not running the ball.
Yeah, you gonna see.
It's too bad we're not gonna get to play.
Oh, what, you gonna get knocked out? Hey, I mean, shit, because I'm gonna be there waiting for you.
Yo, Al might knock me off.
Jake ain't got a chance against my team, man, because this front 7 is trash. He don't get no. He don't get enough. He don't get enough pressure. He don't get enough pressure.
Have you seen him? Hey, have you seen Jerome Baker and McMillan though? They're lit though in Miami.
They're nice, but he don't get enough pressure to make me worried about having
He doesn't get enough. He doesn't get it. He doesn't get enough pressure because his D line isn't all that great. They're just fast.
He's
They don't
nice
have
though.
good-
Jake's
they
a
don't
great
have-
user.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. He doesn't have a D line to get enough pressure on a lot of our O line.
Yeah, my O line sucks. But yeah, I've been trying some new schemes up these past few weeks. Don't get me wrong, Jake. If the Chiefs somehow just fuck themselves and get eliminated first round or some shit, then Jake, my pick to go to the Super Bowl was Jake easily. Because Marty ain't gonna withstand it up because he gives up a fucking 90-yard run with 6 seconds left in the half. He can't do that.
That was last season. We're on this season. I can't wait to get fucking KC or Miami. I can't wait.
See, Marty, you think about it. If you don't give up that run, you win the game easily.
Listen, I whacked you this season. I would be glad to run it back with KC, dude. I have no fear.
Nah, Marty, you don't, because you don't. You got away with 2 glitchy runs when we played. You got lucky. Marty. I wasn't expecting you to run. See, I'm used to Marty throwing the ball. You glitchy.
Listen, baby. Listen, I got Bell gonna run down your throat, and then you ain't running versus the Jets. Nobody runs versus the Jets, baby.
Guys, is it fair? Is it fair to say? Is it at least fair to say you can't ever sleep on Cleveland though? Well, Miles Garrett being on that
He's
team.
trash.
He's trash. Yeah, he's trash, but his CPU's not.
Yeah.
He's
Listen.
an idiot player. Like, he has all that good talent. He can't get out the fucking wild card round ever. Or division round, whatever it is.
Hold on, let's get back on task here. Alvin, you don't think Miami's in the Super Bowl?
Honestly, my honest opinion, the only way he gets to the Super Bowl is if I lose.
Okay. There you go. Max, what do you think about what's your take? Does Miami get to the Super Bowl this year?
Does Miami get to the Super Bowl this year? Oh man, I have to give an answer, don't I?
Yes, sir.
No, I don't. I think he might get bounced. This might not be his season yet. He might need one more year to develop more of the Dolphins, unfortunately.
Okay, there you have it. You have the take there. If I have to answer this question, this is a tough one because
It is tough.
I feel like I'm playing really good. I feel like Casey's gonna be there, and I feel like Casey's a bad matchup for Miami. I feel like Casey could bounce Miami, honestly, and then Indy.
Yeah,
If the Colts just didn't throw the ball so fast, they might even be able to. They beat them once, so even Indy, you never know if they go crazy. So I feel like Miami has a really tough road, and I honestly can see them not getting to the Super Bowl. I say this might not be the year. They might need one more season here, because how KC and the Jets are playing, I don't know.
So the Broncos get no love. He trash.
Omar's might survive a game, but he's gonna get. He does not have the skills to win over the course of 4 quarters versus me, you, and Jake. It's just not gonna happen.
So if I end up being 6 seed, who am I playing? Who's the 3 seed? The Browns?
Yeah.
Dry blood and blood mixed together.
But listen, Cleveland could get a 2 seed if Indianapolis loses to me, and then they lose to who's Indy play the last week of the season? Arizona. Indy could be the 3 seed. Somebody could play Indy in the first round.
Yeah. I'll probably get bounced first round this year, man. I got to get back into the mojo.
No, so listen. So Alvin, you could play Indy. You could play. We got Max in and out. He's. Yo, Max, you're in bumblefuck again. You could play Indy. You could play Cleveland. I guess could Denver hop up in there? I guess Denver could. Is it possible they can get up there? No, they can't. Not with Cleveland's win. So, all right. Anybody else want to chime in about the Jets Super Bowl?
The Jets Super Bowl.
All right, yeah, the Jets go to the Super Bowl. Did anybody? Max, if you're still there, he's on bumblefuck. But do we have anyone want to talk about the Saints here? Is there any topic? Welcome to the fucking show.
Can they make the playoffs?
No, they can't. But I just, in general, I don't know if we want to talk about the Saints. They've, kind of been.
Oh, they have a long road ahead, technically.
Yeah, Like, do the Saints do anything next year? Is that a topic? Can we quickly cover that? We just lost Alvin and Max.
Yeah,
Run and gun, you there?
a little bit.
Yeah, I'm here, man.
All right, we got Run and Gun lurking, our Philly owner. Max, you back?
I should be good now.
You're good. You're good. You are good.
You want me to talk about the Jets for you?
No. The question was just, does Miami get the Super Bowl? We don't got to do the Jets. I'm fine. We can
I will say this though. I still got Miami winning 1 Super Bowl this cycle.
dude. It's possible. Yeah, I could see them getting there and beating you. It's possible. It could be this year. You don't know, but I think that this year is. I could see them definitely getting bounced. This, I don't know. They've not looking.
Let's see what.
You, Jake, and Alvin all feel the same way about your teams this year.
Right.
You all feel like you're getting bounced this season, but like no, one of you three are gonna win the AFC.
Well, let's keep going through games that have been played. We saw Cleveland versus Chicago. Do we have to talk about Cleveland? I mean, Cleveland could get a 2 seed. Do we need to discuss that? Do you think that Cleveland?
No.
Have you got any topics for
It's
Cleveland?
hard.
If not, we'll move on.
It's hard. Yeah. If you want to talk about a topic for Cleveland, it would be can they reach an AFC championship
Okay,
with that team?
let's do it. Let's. I'll give you my take. You give me yours. Anybody else in the stream can fire it up.
I'm instigating.
Can Cleveland title game this Madden?
A title.
Yeah, just a title game.
Title game AJ means the conference. So.
I'm just saying that he
Okay.
has Marty. He has legitimately a roster like, dude. Like, if I have to compare my roster to anyone's roster, it's fucking his roster.
I'm gonna pull up the Browns right now. Just
Dude, you know Baker Mayfield's like a 93 overall or some shit like that. Like his team is juiced up. Nick Chubb's a fucking freak.
Yo
He's
Chubb.
got the best. He's got the glitchiest player in the game. Dude, Miles Garrett's more glitchy than
Mahomes.
Khalil Mack. Nah, Mahomes is still the glitchiest player in the game.
That's what I was
Actually, I take that back. I don't know, man. Miles Garrett's got like 35 sacks and over 80 tackles, solo tackles.
Look at these players. Odell Beckham 99, Miles Garrett 98. The left tackle's a 97.
That's
Denzel
what I'm
Ward is
saying.
24. He's 95. Nick
That's
Chubb
what
is
I'm
93,
saying.
and Mayfield's a 92. And from there, it's just still so good, man. So here's the question: do you think that they could get to a title game, or no?
I don't.
Don't.
I don't. They keep their gameplay. You listen. It's what we said, Marty. He plays too conservative to like. You see how it is. He doesn't run out the clock at the end of the 2 minutes. He rushes the ball and he rushes his plays too fast, and he settles for a field goal and gives the other team a chance to come back at the end. Like it's too conservative. His defense is too aggressive, too much man. But I'm not gonna lie, his team's the best man coverage team I've seen in our league yet.
If he gets in his little groove, his man coverage does give you a little bit of a problem. You know what I'm saying? He definitely runs the man better than anybody. But it's, actually the reason why the man is so good, and I'll give you anybody in the AFC a little bit of a heads up. The man is so good. Now, there's usually 1 or 2 guys open, or you maybe have to like roll out or do something a little goofy, use a playmaker. You don't have enough time with Miles Garrett in that man defense to do anything. It's literally very difficult sometimes on some of the routes you're calling if he's manned you up with Miles Garrett coming in. If anybody else had Miles Garrett, you definitely would be playing a lot better man defense. There's just no time to do much. It's his man defense is the best, not just because of his is because of Myles Garrett. You have to run the ball honestly and get some big plays against him, or else you are definitely going to have a problem. If he hits some big plays on you on offense, if you get some bad breaks, you're gonna have an issue. Oh, I gotta Max. You gotta run this shit for 2 seconds. I got the baby.
Dude, I don't even have a screen up in front of me.
Keep talking about Cleveland. Do you think they get to a title game? Somebody else weigh in. AJ, you weigh in.
Oh God. Well, from what I know about last year, I'd say no. I just don't see him making the necessary plays to beat the. Is he a tier 1 or tier 2?
He's a tier 2.
Yeah, I don't see him making the necessary adjustments. Unless I see him making a title game if everything falls into place, like people
Well,
losing.
Alvin,
But
yeah, Alvin would have to get bounced in the first round. Marty would have to get bounced in the divisional round. He would just need everything. He would need Marty, Alvin, and Jake to lose.
yeah, he needed too much.
Yeah, there's too much that has to happen for him to get that far. Have him and the Colts ever played before?
Yeah, the Colts destroyed him this year.
Yeah, and I expect that to happen again if he played the Colts.
And you know, like say they're a better matchup versus me than they are the Colts. The Colts with that crazy run game, with that just quick hiking the ball, like they just, you know. That being said, I now have Devontae Adams and Le'Veon Bell. I needed a little more star power to beat Cleveland. They are just a lot of fucking you're going up against there. But the Colts had the roster to do that. And like I said, I don't. So my take on this is I don't think Cleveland can get to a title game because, you know, between the Colts, Chiefs, and the Dolphins, you just can't win 2 of those in a row. I don't think. So I don't think they get to a title game. It's possible, but I don't think so.
I mean, of course,
It's a
it's
mountain to
possible, but it's very unlikely.
I'm going down to the next game. Atlanta versus New England. Atlanta wins. Do you have anything to say about Atlanta here? Do we have a
You'll see Atlanta next season. You'll
Atlanta's
see them
gonna be
back next season.
Okay, so here's the topic. I got the question. I'm gonna give the question for you. Typing it out. Does
Well,
Atlanta make the playoffs in season 33?
You know what a good topic is too?
What's up?
With Al being back at full strength right now, right?
Yep.
Can Atlanta win the division again? Because they won it in season 1 and season 2. No, did they win it in season 1 or did Al win it and got bounced in the first and got bounced by Marks in the divisional round?
I think Al won it, but so you want me to change the question to does Atlanta win the division, or do you want to do does Atlanta make the playoffs?
Let's do does Atlanta make the playoffs?
All right, because I had a quick answer for do they win the division? No. Do they make the playoffs? Harder question. You want me to go first or no?
You could go first.
I'd say got Washington, Carolina. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say they don't because they lost to Carolina twice this year. They didn't look good. I think they still need to build the quarterback and all that good stuff, and they're not confident. Tampa Bay's back. Washington's going to be better. Green Bay and Minnesota are going to do okay. You know, I just don't think that they're going to. I think you might see Tampa Bay get in again, and maybe even the Saints. I think that if Perry gets back on the train, he even might have a better season next year. I don't know if I buy Atlanta getting in the playoffs next year. I'll say that they don't make it.
I got Atlanta in the playoffs.
All right, listen, there you have it. Well, keep going. Tell me why.
I got Atlanta in the playoffs. I think this year was you know how it is to just start pointing fingers about people tanking, but I think this was one of those years where Marks had to just take one for the team and just focus on certain particular players that are young and not built and developed yet. And I think he's got a lot of draft picks this season coming up. And I think he's going to retool in the offseason, and I think he's going to be ready to go next season.
Well, we have Atlanta in on chat responding, Max, and he says that he smashed Washington and that Tampa Bay's only beat him once. So
yeah, but that's all true though. That's all true.
I said good. I said those are good points.
He smashed Washington, and I like Sean. I like Sean's team. Sean's gameplay isn't so great. We discussed that before. But Marks versus Sean, like, I'm gonna take Marks every single game versus Sean. I'm gonna take the better user all the time, and Marks is a better user.
Whoa, shots fired. I don't know if we have Washington on stream. He's usually lurking on here.
I like Sean. I like everything. I told you Sean's the most improved player in our league. I like everything about Washington, but I just know how much Madden Marks plays versus Sean, and I'm gonna take Marks. His fingers are never rusty. Marks could throw better than the Redskins. Man, but I'll tell you one thing though: the Redskins got Darius Geis, and that guy is a fucking animal.
Who's an animal?
Sean's running back.
Oh, Geis, yeah, he's got the jukebox.
Geis is he just doesn't have jukebox, Marty. He's got the human joystick.
The jab.
That's better than jukebox.
Yeah, the joystick one's the one.
Unfortunately, the only problem with Sean is I don't know if he's mastered the human joystick yet.
He's had good games with him for sure, but we haven't seen him have a huge game in like well, I mean, he got to the conference title, but he didn't have Juice, right? He was
no, he didn't have Geis when we played last season.
No, there's that to consider.
Hey,
man.
he didn't have Geis and he didn't have Acme.
Right. Well, whatever. Who cares?
He was missing. Are you kidding me? Didn't he make Acme a superstar? 95 speed? That's who his user is that he runs around with.
Yeah, blah blah blah.
Yeah, blah blah blah. Because Sean, isn't?
You know what? You know what users scare me in this league? None of them. They're all fucking terrible.
Here we go. I forgot. We're talking to the #1 passer in the league right now.
It's not even passing. It's just anything, man. It's hard to use her in this league. I know people make plays and tackles, but nobody's.
It's hard to use her. It's hard to use her in this year's game.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a little harder in this year's game than it ever was before.
I think you got to play really good team defense, and that's how you really make an impact. All right, so we got
go to Dallas. Go to Dallas's stats.
Yo, dude, well, we could get there. KC is up on the block here. We got KC. They beat Pittsburgh. What is the topic in this game? What do you got for me for KC? Do they go back to Super Bowl again? Do they what's the story here? Do they beat Denver? What's the story here for KC?
Oh man, with the season that they had,
great comeback. Had a lot of bad games.
With the season that they had, with all the trades they just made,
they gave up 600 yards of offense to the Chargers in Week 15.
I mean, go pull. Hey, Marty, if you're on Daddy Leagues or your Xbox, go pull up his defensive stats. That's what you need to.
We'll do it right here for the whole. We'll do it right here for everybody.
Well, you don't have to do it for everybody. I mean, this is just something that we've never seen from Alvin this Madden yet, and I think it's really key that this is why I doubt Alvin this season. His defense is so trash.
So what do you want to get? Total defense. The worst defense in the league is the Lions.
but that's because he just played a game though.
And the second worst is the Chiefs.
No, man, the Chiefs are the worst in total yards. They haven't played yet, right? Chiefs still have to play a game this week, right?
Yeah,
but they have to give up 500 yards.
500 yards, which is possible. Where can I see just wish Madden would show you a team, and then you could look at their cumulative stats. Just go to like a team. Like, what's it just
I
should
mean,
be
I,
like?
I mean, I guess the right question, Marty. I mean, I don't like it, but I mean, the best topic, obviously, because Alvin did win the AFC season 1 and season 2. The best question would be, can they win the AFC season 3?
Let me. I'll add a little on. This. Can Kansas City go to the Super Bowl again with the worst defense? I just looked it up on Daddy Leagues. They're 32 in yardage. Can they go to the Super Bowl? Do they go to the Super Bowl this year? I'm gonna let you go first. I'm in the AFC.
I don't have a. I'm not. I don't have. I'm not set in stone on a yes or no with KC. You can never doubt that Mahomes and Tyreek Hill and Nicole Hardman combo. You cannot ever doubt this with the abilities, the speed, the bombs, Mahomes being the glitchiest throw I've ever seen in Madden. You just can't ever doubt that ability. I mean, dude, if Alvin's, can you hear me, Marty?
Is he back for his own segment? Oh no!
No, I had to take a quick shower. I'm about to leave out. So what y'all talking about? Y'all talking about?
He came back. He came back. No, he came back for his own segment. You know he did.
The topic at hand, Alvin, is the question is not will. It's can Kansas City go to the Super Bowl again with the league's worst defense?
Hey, bye, team.
I did it season 1.
There you go. He says he can go back, and they just traded away a bunch of defensive players, so the defense maybe gotten worse overnight.
Defense definitely just got worse overnight.
It ain't the passing defense. It's the run defense. You just can't stop the run, no matter what you do, unless you a cheese artist.
Or you just gotta watch Dallas's film.
I don't watch nobody. I don't watch nobody's film. I just go in and play. But like I said, my defense can be the worst in the league. But you can't. If you go into a shootout with me, you're gonna lose.
Max,
I agree.
You're not even in the top 5 in run defense.
Yeah, but Marty, all the yards that I give up is all fucking garbage yards.
I'm just saying, I'm number 2 in run defense, babe.
You know what? It don't matter because I'm number 1 in points. I'm number 1 in pass, and I'm number 1 in yardage.
Well, I mean, yeah, no one's moving football like on an overall basis. I'm two in points, so.
And you know what? You know what, Marty? Fuck this too. Everyone's getting all this fucking rushing yards on me because of one fucking carry. All the other carries, I'm shutting everybody down.
Hey, don't get it twisted about the Chiefs now, baby. 3rd in points, 4th in yards, 1st in passing, and 17th in rushing. Hey, we ain't no slap.
Ooh, yo, let's pull up Dallas's offense.
Hold up. We're doing Kansas City real quick. We have the question is, can Kansas City go to the Super Bowl again? And Alvin says he can go.
They can go. But I think they can. I agree. I think they can. You can't doubt Alvin and Casey out. You can never count them out after what we've seen from season 1, season 2, and the fact if Alvin is down by, let's say, 3, 4, 5, 6, even 7 points with like I don't know, I guess 5 fucking seconds left in the game, he could tie it up or take the lead.
I would say the question.
He's got a quarterback, Marty, that could throw the ball 70 fucking plus yards, and Tyreek Hill catches it on stride in the end zone.
I would say that the Chiefs can definitely go to the Super Bowl again. We could definitely see it for sure. It's possible.
Easily.
But
I ain't gonna get y'all boys' hopes up, man. The way I've been playing, honestly, the way I feel, my personal opinion, I don't think I'll make it back. Unless
What's up with this one? Do you want to do another topic? Do you want to say, will Kansas City go to the Super Bowl? Do you want me to do one? We want to do one more back because we got people in chat. Atlanta Flute Bomb says they ain't going.
Tell Flute Bombs he fucking ain't been in the playoffs for what, once?
No, he made it season 1 and season 2.
Well, tell him to sit his ass at home on the bench and watch what I do. He heard me talking on it. He's on the chat. He can hear me.
Hell yeah. There you go, KC. Shout out to Atlanta there. Welcome to the fucking show here. Week 16 Dev Nation Live Season 32. We're fucking
See,
rolling.
I just need to go watch YouTube for like 2 days and learn some defensive schemes, and I'll be all right. Fuck it. Let me go learn some cheese. for
Yo,
the playoffs.
I've never watched an ounce of YouTube on defense.
Yeah,
Let me
me
tell
neither.
you,
I don't
Alvin,
watch YouTube.
Alvin, can I tell you something?
What's up?
This year's a different Madden. It's not like the other years. There really aren't any glitchy blitzes this year.
That's what I like about it. Honestly.
You could pick up every fucking blitz.
Yeah, unless you run a pink. Only way you can pick up that unless you run a max protect against a pinch bug zero type shit.
Right.
Well,
And
there you
9
go.
times out of- And 9 times out of 10, people don't max protect. But with me having a trash ass O line, I do max protect damn near 80% of the time.
But Alvin, I'm trying to tell you, there's not that many glitchy things you can do on defense this year. Like they took everything away.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. All the real glitchy blitzes, no one in this league's running them. Nobody. All 32 users do not run the competitive Madden blitzes because they're all out of a 1-4-5 and nobody does it.
Yeah. So what's your opinion, Marty? Does the Chiefs got what it takes to get back with the trash defense?
Yeah, I think they can definitely go for sure. I
Yes.
think that they could.
Alvin, even with your trash defense, your offense is good enough to win you all the games.
And see, and again, like that's what I said. Like Marty mentioned this a couple seasons ago, well, season 1, season 2, whenever it was. But like a lot of my yards are given up because I get ahead so early, and then I just give up mad yards. They throw the ball, they run it, and give up a long run. Boom, that's what it is.
But there's no excuse for the way your defense has played this season, though.
I mean, there's no excuse, but we still in the playoffs. Hey, we bend but don't break. We back in. We gonna show y'all what's up. Let me see Dallas in that Super Bowl. I might choke out again, but hey, I'm gonna see you.
Alvin, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't want anything more but to play you again. It would be another easy. Not easy, but it would be easy. It would be easy. I feel comfortable playing you again. I got the corners to shut your team down.
Let me answer the question though. KC, I think they go to the Super Bowl because I think that's possible that they beat the Jets, but I feel like honestly, me versus Alvin is the matchup he doesn't want. I think I'm the most capable of beating him, and I think that KC could definitely beat Miami, and they definitely can beat Cleveland and Indy pretty bad. So they can definitely get hot, and they can beat all those teams. So you could definitely see the Chiefs going into the Super Bowl for sure with the worst D. We have to, I guess, discuss the next question. Which is kind of tied in. Let's talk about Denver for 2 seconds. What do we have for the Broncos here? They're in the playoffs for the first time, most likely, right? With the sim win here, blah, 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 blah. In an easy game, week 17? What do we hear about? We got to do Denver and Baltimore because week 17, the Broncos
Why are the
play,
Broncos and Titans?
well, the Broncos, who they play? They play the Patriots the last week of the season. And if they lose and the Ravens win a game, the Ravens would have a tiebreaker over them. They could get in. So let's talk about Denver. What do you think about what's the question here for the Broncos?
Why do they get a sim?
Yeah, I want to know why they get a sim first before I answer that question. I'm with AJ on this one.
Is it the Titans?
Because Billig's like out of town until whatever, and they ain't gonna give him an extension.
Oh, he plays the Titans. Is that why Levi said to bring you back, AJ?
I think he must have.
I ain't gonna lie, man. It'd be a lot better with you as the Titans owner than for Billig. He's been like a mystery guy.
Yeah, it is.
So what's the question here for Denver? Do they win a playoff game? Do they?
Denver's one and done. Denver makes the playoffs, lose wild card round. No matter.
Marty, I think that's the question. Can Denver win a playoff game?
Yeah. Let's say it's
Can't.
not even
I say no. I say no. He doesn't
Ever?
win a playoff game.
This year?
Denver doesn't win. Denver gets
This
in
year.
at the 3 or the 4 and loses immediately. This year.
Here we go. It's this year, this season. Does Denver win a playoff game? We'll figure out who they're most likely playing.
So who's the 5th seed? That's going to either be Jets or Dolphins, right?
It could be in.
No, it's gonna be
yeah.
the Jets or Dolphins.
Yeah,
Yes.
Jets or Dolphins.
Okay, so think about it. Omar is going to be locked in as more than likely the 4 seed. So
This
he's
is-
gonna have to play Jake or Marty. He's losing either one of those games. No
Yeah.
way around it.
Yeah, I'm with Alvin. Marty.
I honestly don't think that Omar. I don't think it's a bad matchup for both of those games. I think that Jake is probably gonna fuck up the fucking Broncos pretty good. Although Omar has played Jake decently in the
Got his
past. I
ass
just
kicked.
think that there's
Nah, they played last season. Got his ass kicked.
yeah.
Jake fucked Omar up last season. In season 2.
I mean, I'm saying like in a bigger like playoff like type of matchup. I've seen him play Jake tough like in Madden.
Oh,
like,
yeah. When he had Carolina and that stacked fucking team. When Adrian Peters, fucking Patrick Peterson, and who was the other corner he had? Dude, he was stacked.
Wow, you
That
got
Carolina
somebody.
team was fucking stacked.
Yeah, like the Chiefs offense, baby.
I think that the Dolphins will just do their thing and just choke out the Broncos, and I think that the Jets. I think my offense is way too much for Omar to handle, and his offense is going to be mostly anemic versus my defense. I don't think he.
Dude,
My personal opinion, Marty and Max, if he plays Jake, it's gonna be probably a 30-point smash. If he plays Marty, it's gonna be. I say Marty wins by 10 to 14 points.
Yeah, I don't win. I don't listen when I win. I play very conservative when I'm up. I only win
Yeah,
games
yeah,
by
I know. But
7.
now you got Le'Veon Bell, so you're gonna be running the ball a little bit more. So I think that's what people don't realize. Like if you really run the ball, and you run it effective. If you get 4 yards per carry, I mean that's still moving the chains.
Well, yeah. Listen, if I
or
convert some of the
or if you get that 9.4 yards per carry.
Yeah, or you get that 8-9 yards a carry, boom, hey, you don't got to tell.
Well, I think if I can score some running touchdowns in the red zone, I'm gonna be tough. But I don't think that Denver can beat Miami or the Jets. Can they play anybody but the Miami or Jets? Like say I lose 2 games, Colts lose 2 games, would they drop out?
Yeah, boy, I'm smoking this kush. Boy, got me glitched.
That's why you be losing the Super Bowl.
No, I don't smoke kush, baby. I just do the meth, baby.
Oh yeah, just do the
Nah,
math, baby. What the
fucking
fuck,
job,
man? This is not right.
So when is advanced? When you play, Marty? I know your last fucking game like always.
I'm playing tomorrow at like 1:00.
Oh,
I'm playing tomorrow in the morning. I don't have the time yet, but I know it's tomorrow morning.
Yo, listen, me and Toothless don't match up. He works like nights and days, and he goes to bed when I'm awake. It's like that's all fucked up.
What do you mean he works nights and days? Dude, he's 15. What do you mean?
I don't know, man. The kid said he has to go to bed every night at like 8:00, and he works like 6 to 2 or 3 to 6 or something doofy. I look at my Discord fucking
Like
chat.
6 in the morning till 2?
Something doofy like that, yeah.
Doofy, he can't work nights and days. You gotta pick one.
Listen, I'm looking it up right now.
I think it's from 6 to 2, because when we played, he told me he got off at 2 p.m. Central. Some shit.
He goes to bed early. Is the bottom line, and I'm like, where is it? Doesn't matter. It is what it is. Listen, we're playing tomorrow at 1, and unless I get a window today or something like that.
Yeah, get that window today so I can bust you down in the playoffs and lose out.
I mean, I could also what? I'd be the 5 seed. Yeah. So yeah, Denver's fucked. They're in trouble. All right. Let's go to the Cardinals. They beat the Rams.
AJ.
Can we talk about Arizona
AJ.
for 2 seconds?
Ooh.
AJ,
Yo.
I just saw Tom say to you, I'm still in this Madden cycle, as opposed to you. He's upset. You fired shots at him.
I'm not even the one who did it. Marty said it. He's like taking it out on the messenger.
Yeah, but anything Marty says, that's also like on your behalf.
No, it's not
Yeah,
true.
probably.
We're not the same person. This is not. It's not true. That's not true whatsoever. What is that? Dude? Well, he's not like a fucking twin. What the hell? You guys are fucked up. All right.
I think I make fun of Marty more than anybody.
Yeah, it's true. Arizona. Max, what's your question for Arizona? Can they get to a
Question
conference
for-
title game?
No. You want to know what really the question is?
What is it?
We got to go based off of what we've seen so far, okay?
Yep.
Can they win the playoff game?
I mean,
They got bounced season 1. They got bounced season 2. They were one and dones.
I think it's I'll go first. A real short topic. Yes, they can definitely win a playoff game here.
They're not getting to a. They're not getting to a title. The answer is
You know
no.
what though? It's a good question because they're going to be a bye, most likely, and then they'll have to play
Al.
or Trevor,
Yeah.
right? Because you'll play the.
And then if Shusky gets bounced one and done again, then it's going to be, can they win a playoff game? That's why, can they win a playoff game?
We got Nope here. We got Nope and Yup out there.
Hold on. I was talking to my girl. She's in the shower and shit, so I had to walk in the bathroom. What's the topic?
The topic is, can Arizona win a playoff game? Note, Alvin, that they're most likely a 2 seed, so they're going to be starting off in the divisional round, and they'll have to play Al or Trevor.
Yeah.
If Shusky plays Trevor, I think he wins. With the team Trevor has right now, I believe if he plays Trevor, he wins. But if he plays Al, it's a bust down.
If he I like that though.
Quit once, didn't he?
Say it again.
Didn't Shusky make Al unplug his internet or some shit back in season 1?
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the what was it? What'd you call it again,
Hey,
Marty?
It was
his kid turning off the Xbox.
yeah. It
Hey
was,
Marty, what was it? Marty, what would you call it though? You made it like a gate, right?
it was like Unplug Gate or something, or Rage. Damn it, I gotta look it up.
No, it was like the unplug gate or something, right?
Yeah, like unplug. The fuck I did, bitch.
Pull plug gate or some shit like that.
Yeah, the cover story was that the kid ran over on the Xbox, but we know that.
Yo, Shusky, no, but hold on. But think about the gameplay here. Think about both teams' gameplay. Shusky and them jet sweeps, that's perfect against what Al runs on defense. That does beat Al's defense. Those jet sweeps beat Al's defense.
I think Arizona can beat Tampa Bay. I think they can beat Carolina for sure. There's no bigger choker we have in the playoffs than Carolina do. When they get in the divisional round, they start shaking.
Oh no, he got the shake.
Yo, Arizona now Arizona chokes a little bit, but Carolina, they are infamous, man. So
see the thing with Shusky, he has a fucking awesome offense. Those X factors and the quarterback, like it's great.
it's the quarterback.
But I just think in the long run, I think he beats whoever he plays. If he plays Trevor, I think he blows through Trevor unless he's an idiot. He's an idiot on defense sometimes. Like he forced throws. When
He is. Hey, he is an idiot on defense sometimes.
Yeah, he's an idiot on defense. He likes to do a lot of man blitzes. Because when my brother played him, I watched it. When week 2, when he played him, he busted him. Because he blitzed a whole lot.
Shusky still runs the same defense that he's been running since I joined this.
It's the Trask mid blitz look that really gets him fucked up because
that's what it is. The mid blitz.
Throw these easy little seams and it's just they're killer.
Yeah, he runs it out that fucking nickel 2-4-5 or the nickel.
Yes.
Yeah, I call it the mid blitz look, and guess what? If he would just run regular nickel occasionally, Chusky, if you're listening, if you just didn't run that look all the time, your defense would be so much better on third down occasionally. I mean, again, I know you want to.
Bro, even if he ran that look but ran a fucking zone coverage instead of man, that right there will make a difference for him.
I know, but even like versus cover 2 or cover 3, if a guy does like a quick little post, they're open, he doesn't user it. I mean, he needs to get out of that look. Period. Sometimes. To help him out.
He doesn't have any better plays to get pressure. That is his bread and butter for pressure.
Bro, he's been running that for like 3 seasons.
It doesn't
gotta move on.
It does, but that's why he's not winning playoff games.
You know where that look was really, really difficult. Honestly, it's 3 Maddens old. It was Madden 18 where the mid blitz is really tough to stop. We're 2
the mid blitz was. Yeah, but can I tell you something? That mid blitz still works if you don't block 6 guys.
Oh no, I'm not saying
If you
it doesn't-
don't block 6 guys, that's basically like a sack.
Sure, I agree with. I definitely agree with you that it's still a great blitz, but
But it's
Yeah.
not good when that's your go-to defense. That's not good.
Man, hold up, man. Fuck all this Madden talk.
hold
I
on a
got a
second.
question.
You guys keep carry on.
Which one of you fuckers coming to my wedding when I send out the invitation?
Let's see if we get invited first.
Now, is the wedding's gonna be actually close to where you got? Well, y'all got to think close. Y'all are at the bottom of like the wedding's gonna be in Charleston, South Carolina.
But that's like Alvin. That's only an 8-hour drive for me.
I told Bud said he come. I told him I sent him an invitation. He said he bringing all you fuckers.
Yeah, but we would come though. It's only an 8-hour drive. I wouldn't even fly there.
Yeah, he said he'd come. Yeah, baby. So I can smack Bud to the floor, baby. He talk all that shit to me, baby, so I can smack him.
Oh my God.
But nah, my girl still decides she don't know if she wants to do a wedding. She just wants to do something simple and then take like a $10,000 honeymoon or some shit. So we just still.
So I think the consensus is that can Arizona win a playoff game? I think what I say yes. Alvin, do you say yes?
I say yes, depending on opponent.
And then Max is saying you said no.
No. I brought up the question. I never gave an answer.
What's your answer, baby?
The answer is yes. He has the team to win a playoff game. He's got that. His team is that good enough.
I got a topic. I got a question. Let me get my topic out there.
Okay, let's do it, baby.
This is going at Max right now.
All right.
I was gonna say you can't ask a question about KC. I
The
can't do KC right now.
Max is the 2-time defending champion. They lost in like 2 seasons. So in the playoffs, if he faces up against Al in the NFC Championship, and a locked-in Al, the Al we know that brings the heat, plays decent football, does he knock Max out?
All right, here we go. Here's the question.
That's a good question. Because that's what I've been asking myself the last week.
A locked-in Al from, Madden's past, the Al we know that brings the fucking crazy blitzes, that plays good offensive ball, does he beat Max in the playoff?
Here it is,
That's
baby.
Max's only threat. Nobody else has beat Max in the playoffs, and I'll bet my fucking life on it.
There's absolutely nobody, in my opinion. I'll go this right now. I'm gonna answer the question first. Let me go last. Go ahead. Let everybody else go.
That's it. That's the question. That's my
Listen,
question.
so let's hear you, Alvin. What's your answer? You want to go first, or
I'm not going to answer my own question. I just want you guys to answer.
all right, Max? You got to answer the question.
I can't answer my own question.
Fine,
All right, fuck it. I'll answer the question. If this is a big if Al can somehow force Max to get a couple early turnovers, I think Al could possibly beat Max. But if Max shows up the way I know Max is capable of running through people, Al doesn't have a chance. That's my answer.
I'm gonna give a hard answer on this one. I'm gonna because I think the more you do the radio, the more you gotta not be so wishy-washy. The way that Tampa Bay is playing right this second, the way they played this season, there's no way that they can beat Dallas. They will have to adapt something over the next few weeks and mix up some plays in order for them to beat the Cowboys, because that offense is not that good and the defense is a pinch predictable. Don't be wrong, it's raw and it's ferocious, but versus this Dallas team, when they can just check down to a run, I think that the Tampa Bay team needs to mix it up a little more, or else they have no chance in hell to beat the Dallas Cowboys. That's my take, baby.
Yeah, man.
No chance in hell.
No, they have not even a prayer unless they really do some major construction over the next few weeks. Even if he catches Max on a few turnovers, ain't gonna mean much. I hope they play, because I think they're definitely gonna play. I hope it's an awesome game. I hope it comes down to the wire. I mean, it'd be a great story if Dallas goes to the third Super Bowl, but it's also be a great story if Tampa Bay upsets Dallas, because we all know we're all waiting for Dallas to lose. It's no secret that we all.
I know.
Fuck this. I got another question, man.
It's not like
Hey,
people are rooting
Marty.
against you. Not like we're rooting against you, but man.
No, but everyone would
when's
to
the streak
finally
gonna come? Listen, Max. No matter what, it's gonna be a story when the streak comes to an end. But when it does, it's gonna be a big deal. That's all.
So
Yo,
Max,
Alvin.
would you rather lose the streak in a Super Bowl? Would it hurt you more to lose the streak like losing like right now, week 17, or would it hurt?
I'd rather lose right now.
Okay. Or would it rather hurt you? I mean, it's gonna hurt you more losing the playoffs, of course, because I know how it feels to be in the Super Bowl twice.
No. Well, if I lose in the playoffs, look, if I lose in the playoffs, as long as it's to Al, I'll be okay.
Yeah.
I
Don't let
won't
Billy
be
Gates
mad- I
Boogie
won't. I
get in
won't
the
be.
playoffs.
I won't. No, he is gonna get in the playoffs, Alvin. You missed it.
Billy H. Boogie, Green Bay, no chance.
Yeah,
No,
they're getting in,
yeah.
baby.
They're getting in.
Oh, well, yeah, he's your kryptonite. He bust you, didn't he, when y'all played?
Man, during a really bad time in my life.
You know, I understand the issues you was going through, but I'm just saying, I'm just stirring the pot. He doesn't got a shot. Trust me, I know that he's trash.
Can I tell you something? He's not going. Listen, if he wins, he's got to play. Wait, he's got no, Alvin. He's got to play Al the first week.
Yeah, what's that? 3-6? Yeah.
He's got to play Al. I'm
it's
not
over
worried
for
about Boogie.
Yeah, he busted. It's over for him. He might well sign his death certificate.
Yeah, but you know what though? But it's a pretty cool storyline that he joined. He took over your brother's team, his original team, and fucking snuck in the wild card over Tom. That's a good storyline right there.
Yeah, Tom's fucking trash. Like,
No, Tom's definitely fucking trash. We all agree on that.
Tom is an idiot, man. Like he just talked so much shit and came back and up his fucking life. He's a fucking
Just
idiot.
you know how Tom is. Those fucking typical white Long Island boys.
We got a request on the stream here to talk about the resurgence of the Ravens. Let's do it. If Denver
We could. We definitely could. We definitely could.
If Denver loses, and I think the Ravens win out, if Denver loses one game and the Ravens win their next two, the Ravens are actually in the playoffs. What's the story of the Ravens here?
Oh, wait a second.
We know
Wait.
Yeah.
You said if Denver loses their next two?
No, just one game.
Yeah, he got to lose one. He got to lose week 17.
So who does he play week 17? Denver.
Denver plays the the Pats. Philly.
That's gonna be a tough game.
That's gonna be a tough game. That's not gonna be easy.
If Billy, I'm going for Billy because I want the division. I want the division title.
Billy can upset Omar. Billy could upset Omar.
And you know Omar chokes in big games too.
Omar, for the most part, chokes.
The Kirk Cousins of the league.
Omar chokes in every big game.
I don't know. Kirk Cousins just beat fucking the Saints in the Superdome. I don't know about that.
I don't know. Every blind squirrel finds a nut.
So listen, if Denver loses one game and the Ravens win their next two, Ravens get in. They've won a.
So that makes.
They're on a. Hold on, they're on a. Let me set the stage, before we get the question out, because I don't know what the question's gonna be yet. Ravens are on a 5-game win streak, 8-6. They could go to 10-6, and their last two opponents are, I believe it's.
He got Leafy in Green Bay, which he got a sim win against.
Yeah, so he already beat the Bengals, so all he's got to do is beat Ace Billy, which is a tough task, but be a good matchup. He's got one of the top users in interceptions this league. The defense is getting better. He's now around the 20th in points, yards, passing, rushing. He's a little bit better. Offense ain't that good, but he's scoring a lot. He's 8th in points, mainly because he's generating a ton of turnovers with his little scheme he's got going there.
Yo, why doesn't Frito use Lamar Jackson Brown? I've watched his games. He never runs with the quarterback ever.
I don't think that's true, actually, because Lamar Jackson is number.
No, he doesn't do it. He doesn't do it enough though.
Let me give you
Yeah,
some
that's what I'm
stats here.
saying. Like he runs, but like he like I run with Mahomes a lot, like 8 or 9 times per game.
Dude,
Just
if I had Lamar Jackson, I have over 100 yards a game with him.
Well, this is what he's got for stats for Lamar. Lamar's got 479 yards rushing on the year. His main halfback is 553.
Look at Mahomes rushing yards.
Frito only throws it. Frito only throws it 52% of the completion for 2,700 yards, 22 sacks, and 31 ins. I mean, his problem is he's a bad passer.
Shit, he darted me up that fucking game. I couldn't stop him.
Because you're bad.
Nah.
Yeah, it's not Alvin that was bad. It's just Alvin. Your team is it's your defense. Your CPU defense has just gotten worse this season. I don't know how, but it did.
Mahomes only has a few more yards rushing than Lamar Jackson. Not true that he doesn't run with them.
If I had Lamar Jackson, I'd have like 800 or 900 yards.
Word, I would agree with that. I know he's. The thing is that Frito's, he doesn't really look downfield, and then when he runs with Lamar, people contain, and then they get him going around, and stupid shit happens. So, offense is not his strong point. But we got to get a question out here. What's the question? Does Baltimore make the playoffs next year? Do they make it this year? What do we got here?
If he doesn't make it,
how about do they beat Green Bay next week?
I think so.
Is that the question, Max? Does Baltimore beat Green Bay?
I think Baltimore beats Green Bay, and then I think New England beats fucking Denver, and then that gives me the division, and that gives Frito seed 6.
Dude, if Omar blows this and doesn't make the playoffs, he's never making the playoff this cycle.
All right, here's a question. Do the Ravens beat the Packers week 17?
I say yes. If Frito plays the way he's been playing, I say yes.
Max?
Oh man,
you got.
I'm just gonna go with Frito's got a real hot hand right, and I'm just gonna got to keep riding that wave. Right?
Hey, Billy H. Bookie says it himself every day in the chat. His defense, his offense is so trash.
His offense is trash, and his defense is the only thing that keeps him in game.
Yeah, he says his offense is so trash. So I think if his offense being trash and Frito doing his glitchy defense, I think he would be.
Frito don't have a glitchy defense.
Yeah, he sent mad heat. That's what he about to kill me with.
Yeah, Max, that's what he does. He sends an unbelievable amount of heat.
Yeah, he blitzes like crazy. He sends at least.
Yeah, but for him to have all those interceptions with that specific user, that's just you guys throwing him the ball.
Yeah, but Max, you got to see what he does though. He, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I haven't lost to Frito in like ever, but he definitely confuses people. I mean, I know what he does.
He's great. I agree. I've been trashed this year. Like I've back to my old self, but I just can't. But I got to make it work, baby.
Well, I hope you don't.
Yeah. I just can't go to the Super Bowl again, man. I'd rather lose than not go and then choke again.
Oh, dude, Alvin, if you went to a third or fourth Super Bowl and lost both of them, and like you're 0-4 this cycle in the Super Bowl, that's
if I play anybody but you in the Super Bowl, I win both of them. I guarantee you.
You're probably right, but Stephon Gilmore and Byron Jones down D.
Alvin, the last 2 games I've played you, I should have won one and I beat you the other.
No, the first game we played, I beat you fair and square. First game, I get that. I beat you fair and square. The second game we played in the playoffs, you should have won that game. I agree.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
That second game, you choked yourself out. You gave up a 90-yard run before halftime, came out with a max protect, 3 deep safeties. So I was checking it deep. So I seen you come out in that play, and I was like, fuck it, I'm going to audible to a run to see if I can just make some miracle happen. And obviously, God answered my prayer.
Me and God don't speak no more after that. Do the Ravens beat the Packers? Well, we got 2 yeses?
Yeah, we got 2 yeses.
What you got, KG fan? Do you think?
Well, I'd have to say it sounds like it probably would be, but Marty's saying that Packers have a good user D. Is that correct?
He does, yeah.
Play pretty good D. Baltimore's got a weak offense.
But Lamar Jackson, and you're saying he's playing hot right now, I'd probably go with the Ravens then, just the way you're talking. But Green Bay Packers don't sound like they have much momentum.
The
So
Packers,
is Billy Ace Boogie? Is he locked in regardless, win or lose?
No, he has to win this one of the next 2 games to be locked in.
he's got the Eagles this week.
Hey, did you bring my meds? You glitched me.
I didn't hear.
I think that the Ravens, it's a good matchup for them to win, and that they definitely can win that game because Ace throws those picks and stuff. So if Frito just doesn't shoot his own dick off on offense, I feel like Ace Billy will. And Ace might have nothing to play for, honestly, the last week of the season, because if he wins one game, he's in. So the Packer could be sitting people if they win this week.
Yeah. Who they got this week?
And they got Eagles, run and gun.
He should win that game.
He's got Frito's boy.
I got him next week. I'm trying to put up 60 on him. Get my confidence up. Because I haven't played in a wild card game. Like, I played division games. I haven't played a wild card yet, so it may be my kryptonite lose this year.
I mean, so do we have to do a question that does Denver even make the playoffs?
He swept me, so I'm pulling that he doesn't. I mean, he doesn't make it this year.
He's got to win. He's got to win a game. Ravens got to lose. Blah 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 blah. No more questions. What do you got? What's up next? We got here's the rest of the schedule. Rams and Cardinals. We talked about that. We talked about the Ravens.
Have we covered Dallas' stats yet?
We have not covered Dallas' stats.
Have we covered Dallas' yearly awards yet?
We have not covered Dallas, but there's no question there. It's just going over that, you know.
I guess you're right.
I mean, you're like,
Fine. Does Dallas win? Does Dallas three-peat?
I'm gonna here. I'll put it up.
I'll go with yes, just because I don't see it changing.
Hey, Alvin.
Yo,
Do I win the Super Bowl again this season?
give me 2 seconds. I'm about to take my medicine. Give me 2 seconds.
Here we go.
Oh, you're gonna go hit that pipe real quick?
Here's the question for the group. Do the Cowboys win a 3rd Super Bowl in a row? Let's hear it.
I'm back, baby, and I say the Cowboys win 3 straight, long as KC busting the season. I'm coming out swinging this time, Max. I'm bringing out all my new.
Oh, Alvin, do you say that he wins it again, or are you gonna beat him?
If I make it there, I'm not one to brag on say I'm such a great Madden player, but I do believe if I do back there, I'm gonna make it a game like last game, make it intense. But I think he'll beat me again because I can't do what I want against his defense.
Okay, so there's a Ace. We got Alvin says yes. Max, you gonna answer your own self?
No, I cannot. No, I'm not answering my own.
He knows he wants to answer that fucking question.
Do the Cowboys win a 3rd Super Bowl in a row? I think that the answer to the question is yes. However, I'm gonna be honest, Marty. Let me pump the brakes. The AFC is fucking stat. The NFC is hot garbage. Terrible. I would agree with you that.
So Max made a great. Well, he can't really say he made it. Pick Dallas first, but everybody else who chose their teams all saying, okay, I'm gonna go to the AFC because they got Jake here, Alvin, he's trash, Bugs trash, Travis trash. They think everybody's trash that came to the AFC. Actually, we have the best division, but Max just keeps in Super Bowl because the NFC he has no competition other than Al, and Al took last season.
These are all facts. Continue.
That's just honestly my opinion. I don't think there's nobody capable of beating Max in the NFC other than Al, and Al has to win his A game. I really think Max will probably, if he stays focused, probably win all fucking 6 Super Bowls. And if he does that, I'm out of this league.
That's what Jake said. That's what Jake said.
Yeah, I truly think Max has the capability in the team that he has built with those cornerbacks. I think he will win all 6 Super Bowls, barring a mental breakdown to him. Let's just put it like this: he may not win all 6. He will be representing the NFC in all 6. I guess.
I don't think there's. Is right now. We got 3 seasons left, but I don't see anybody beating Dallas in the NFC. The NFC is fucking terrible.
Yeah, and the NFC is not supposed to be this bad. I
No.
got all the fucking good users on my side.
But are they though?
I mean, yeah, dude. Yeah. I'm gonna
Who's-
take Marks.
who-
I'm gonna
Marks?
take Marks. Hold on. Let me finish. I'm gonna take Marks. I'm gonna take Trevor, and I'm gonna take Perry. I'm gonna take them over everyone in your from your 4 seed moving all the way down. I'm taking those 3 players over your entire AFC.
Marks
So
is,
like from the 4 seed down.
Marks is like an 8 seed.
Except
in
you,
the AFC.
Alvin. Except you, Alvin. You're technically not where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be like obviously a top 3 seed every year.
I understand that. But like I said,
But I'm saying like I'm gonna take Marks. I'm gonna take Perry. I'm gonna take Trevor. I'm gonna take everyone over the Colts. I'm gonna take those guys over Cleveland. I'm gonna take those guys over Omar. I'm gonna take, you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna take those guys over the Chargers. Like
I think we're just.
nah,
I think we're. Yeah,
the
I think.
NFC's hot garbage when you look at over records.
No, I
If you
think.
look
I
at
think,
the
I
overall
think we just
records-
have. I think we have a really bad legacy mindset. I don't. I don't know where we're giving all this credit to Atlanta and shit like that. I mean,
Well, all right, hold on. I said Atlanta, Trevor,
Come on.
and Perry. And I mean
Get the
Perry
cryptic, man.
technically is the best, player in our league, right?
What?
Technically.
Drive my car?
Perry wasn't even good last Madden. He's in a bad division.
Hey, never forget, I'm supposed to be a tier 2. Never forget that shit.
Oh, that's right. Alvin's a tier 2 this year, remember? He's a tier 2.
Never forget.
Yeah, the Colts are the weakest team up here. I give them that, but the rest of us up here, man. Bugs, Omar, Travis, me, Jake, Alvin.
Never.
You who? Say it again. You who and who?
You know, dude, you got Jake, me, Alvin,
That's
Bugs,
it.
Omar,
It stops there.
Travis. Listen,
Bugs hasn't made the playoffs yet.
tough division.
Tough division. What about Marks and Al's division?
Listen,
And
you guys want
Trevor
to
and Perry?
you guys want to hang your hats on whatever.
I think
you
the
want
AFC,
listen. You want to hang your hats on the AFC. Listen,
no. The
listen to
AFC
me.
just
Listen to me.
has
You want to
better
hang your
players.
hats on
I know it
the
does.
NFC South. In the NFC South, busted Tampa Bay. Busted. Who's the other scumbag down there? Perry busted his ass. Who even cares what happened with Trevor at the end of the season? Trevor hasn't even beaten a team with above a 500 record this year, and you're gonna hang your
that's
hats like he's good.
Yeah, that's a crazy stat.
He hasn't
spread that
beaten
in your daily ice
anybody
bunch.
with a winning
That's
record
crazy.
this season. That's fucking trash. Atlanta's fucking straight hot garbage.
Don't want to listen to some Albanian real quick.
NFC East, there's Dallas, Washington. They lost. They started off like 0-7 this year.
Murdy hates half his division.
All right, I hate them. I'm just saying, like, yo,
No. The AFC is better than the NFC. I mean, dude, our NFC is true. For the most part, it's trash. There's like very few good players in our conference.
if somebody beats
I mean,
Dallas,
not
if
for nothing,
somebody
not for
beats
nothing.
Dallas, then it'll be a different conversation. But until Tampa Bay or Atlanta or anybody beats Dallas or whatever,
Dude, nobody's fucking beating me. Someone might catch me in the regular season. I'm not losing playoffs. I don't think I'm gonna lose the playoffs to anybody. Maybe Al. Maybe Al. I might lose to Al eventually this season.
the question at hand is, do the Cowboys win a Super Bowl in a row? I haven't even got to answer the question. We got into this NFC AFC argument for whatever reason. We've really got sidetracked. I would say that the Cowboys most likely win the Super Bowl again. However, I think that the Cowboys play the Jets or the Dolphins.
In the
You
Super
could-
Bowl?
If you play me or Jake, you're gonna have a game.
Never.
Damn, so,
Marty don't score enough points to win the big game. Never. Not gonna happen. No shots at you, Marty, but I'm just being honest. Max is gonna score 30 points, easy. On your number one defense.
If you could stop the run, I know
which
I'm
I don't
shutting
think
down
nobody,
Max's
which I
pass.
don't think nobody's shutting down my run.
I just don't think anybody else in the league has a roster that's capable besides maybe myself.
Oh, you heard that, Alvin?
What did he say? Repeat that.
Marty's got the only defense that could possibly shut down Dallas's run.
I'd say he got the front seven. DBs are ass.
I'm just saying to slow. If someone's gonna slow
You
down
know what I?
Dallas's
You know
run
what I got? Hey, you
based
know what
on
I
roster.
got though?
You got to focus here. You got flute bombs in chat, which is I'm glad he's in chat. All I said to start this off that if Miami or the Jets were to get to the Super Bowl, at least I think that would at least give a shot for the Cowboys to lose it. But I still think they win the Super Bowl.
Hey, he's not stopping the run with that front seven. Not gonna happen.
Who's that? We missed the start of that.
That's my opinion.
Wait, I didn't hear the start of that, Alan. What was the first part?
I said Jake will not beat Max in the Super Bowl. It won't even be close.
We did see Miami play.
Jake said something similar to that.
We did see Miami play the Dolphins, and I will say that if you do look at the Miami's front seven, it ain't good. I mean, their defense is basically built to stop Alvin throwing the ball and me throwing the ball, and that front seven versus Cowboys, that might be really rough, man. But I do think that Jake might at least be able to scare Max into doing something stupid, and that's maybe why you would be a game.
Yo, it's hard for me to do something stupid though, Marty, when my run is just it never gets if it never gets shut down, it's hard for me to do something stupid if I barely have to pass the ball the entire game.
Oh my goodness, look at those big.
It's also hey Marty, Marty.
Wrap it up.
Hey Marty. Marty.
Oh.
Marty.
Hold on, I'm listening. That's a snap.
Hey Alvin.
Yo,
It's also hard to beat me when I'm averaging 240 yards on the ground a game.
yeah. Hard to win. Hard to beat.
That's how I feel. Hey, that's how I feel when I put people in the grave with the armbar. Got no receivers though, man. I'm hurting at receivers. Look good. Al could take me out though. Al's the big threat right now in the NFC to my team. Frito, get out of here, Frito. That's not a hot take. That's not a take at all. I just see this now. All right, goodbye, guys. I'm out.
You what? How you?
Take it easy.
We got one last fucking. What do we got? Last topic. Wrapping it up. We good? We got one more topic. Let's get one more. Oh, Alvin left. He done. Shot. Max, you there?
Did he just leave?
Yeah. What else you got? Last question. Does Dallas win all 6 Super Bowls?
No. You want last question?
What's that?
You want last question, Marty? You'll like it. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Last question. Does Team Trifus win all 6 Super Bowls?
Well, yeah. You are Team Travis.
Well, I mean, Jake, Al. I mean, if Al beats me and wins the Super Bowl, it's still a win.
It's true. Very true. I mean, that's a yes. I go with yes.
I mean, the goal at the end of the day, Jay, the goal is, as long as me take her out, win the Super Bowl, mission accomplished.
Okay.
Yo, how many games can I keep trying to win?
What we got back?
Like,
Alvin, you got in the car now?
Say what now?
You in
bro,
the car with that
Fredo,
fancy
if
Bluetooth?
Deliverance had the Bengals, he's gonna win the Super Bowl. It doesn't matter. He don't need your squad. He could do it with Lacey's squad. He could do it with who's another bad squad? Probably with the Bears squad now. The Bears squad, the shitty team that is assembled right now. Dude, Deliverance is gonna beat anybody. He's a pro player.
How much money he makes off being a pro player?
He's averaging right now $7-8 grand a year right now. He hasn't won any major tournaments yet, so that's what's holding him back from like the real money.
Oh. So he still has to do a day job and shit.
Yeah, I mean, dude, his day job's legit, but I mean, he also doesn't make money off Twitch because he refuses to stream and give up his scheme. But we keep telling him like, dude, you keep getting murked in the tournaments. Like, start trying to make money off this shit. Like, you're not beating these guys who do this for a living. He doesn't. Don't get me wrong, he just doesn't play as much as the real better players do. Like, the real better players don't have jobs. Their job is to play Madden.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They're making 6 figures a year playing Madden. My friend's not. He's not even breaking 10 grand doing it.
Listen, the question is, does Team Trifus win all 6 Super Bowls?
Trevor, we don't use his scheme, though. Get out of here.
Does Team Trifus win all 6?
I think I'll squeeze me one out of there as long as Max ain't in the Super Bowl.
Alvin, I don't think you're winning a Super Bowl this cycle. This was your only chance, and you blew it the first 2 seasons.
Let's try to set the stage here, Alvin. Let me give you this perspective. Let me ask a question a little different way. Do me, you, Trevor can't even beat anybody. Is me, you, or Trevor the Colts or fucking the Browns? Omar, reaching here. Travis, the Marks, he can't even get to the Super Bowl. Do any of us win a Super Bowl this cycle, dude? You got to have not just Max, but Jake and Al, Bugsy, whatever, blah blah blah, Burrito, me, you, Trevor, Marks would have to win a Super Bowl. Do you think that happens?
It's gonna be tough. But like I said, if anybody from the NFC not named Max makes it, I think the AFC has a chance. But then you have to think about the Dolphins. But
that's the problem, honestly. Like, don't get me wrong. If I got Al or Trevor, it's fucking go time, dude. I'm ready. I'm amped for that. I'm ready to put somebody in the ground. But you gotta get by fucking Miami too, you know. So
yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah, like You know, it's not one, it's the other. I mean, what are the odds that you get by Miami and Max goes down in the same season? Probably ain't happening. You know?
No, I do that. I do.
Well, give me a second. Let me do this. I'm still here, but I just gotta mute the headset.
All right. We gotta do the worst trade of the year. I don't know if we can go back that. I mean, I can pull some shit up, but these guys aren't on their crap to look. I have to have a little bit of prep for this nonsense. Worst trade of the year? I mean, do we have anything really? Well, Tommy Wild with his latest one that's got to be way up there. It's not breaking a roster or anything, but maybe it's the dumbest trade. The dumbest trade for sure. I don't know if anybody's got a ridiculous trade for me to review. Yo, Marks, what do you think is the worst trade? You're on the trade committee. Tell us what you think is the worst trade of the year.
Back, baby.
He's back, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Here. Got me a drink. You didn't ask me.
I'm asking Flute Bombs. He got a bad trade for us. Other than that, I've been on here for a couple hours, and I'm gonna have to shut this fucker down. Gotta fucking wait to go to. So I gotta.
All right, well, I'm out of here now. So we in.
You out? All right, we're just about ready to go. Like I say, it's week 16 here, season 32. We got a few more games tonight, tomorrow, blah blah blah. We've covered a pretty good amount of stuff today. Dr. Ice Punch here. We got our Casey owner, Fly Society in the booth, along with our Dales owner. Rivers 1990, and then KG Fan 3 also pitching in. We'll see everybody on the flip side. Stay tuned in our Discord for a bunch of updates. Blah 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 blah.
Yo,
we out.
Yo, Marty.
What up?
You notice that Marks is complaining about all these trades, but he approved them?
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, the trade committee is the total. Makes no sense. I got no idea. I don't understand how we basically stop trades that are like the worst trades of all time, but we let rapes go through. So it's like, why we even have a trade committee that people rape each other? I don't know.
It's consensual.
It's crazy because the Texans and Broncos deal that he's talking about.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. Yeah, I'm on Marks.
I'm gonna need some trades in my box to go over for next week's show. Like I said, I'm gonna shut this fucker down. But I will be on Discord later tonight. But I'm booked up till probably 8-9 o'clock, kids. The doctor's out. It's actually, we had a hell of a show here. The topics are good. We got people calling in. We have a ton of viewers today. So thank everybody for watching the stream and chipping in. The chat is really good. Like I say, hit us up. Tag me in Discord if you
later,
got anything
AJ.
for me.
Take it easy.
See you later, Marty.
Later, Max. We out here. You know, here comes the outro, baby.
Bueno.
I'm actually still here.